I'm Neil Gaiman. I write stuff. I make it up. Sometimes I write comics. Sometimes I write novels, kids' books, screenplays. I write television. And occasionally I write journalism and book reviews and things. And I've done it for The Guardian over the years. They foolishly have given me supreme power. And they've given me a desk. You can tell it's mine because they've cleaned it up. Power. Okay, so we've got Damien on Weird London. We've got Corey, Johnny and Henry doing
Dandelion
Careers. We have me reading Down to a Sunless Sea, which I wrote for you for World Water Day.
So Hannah's also set you the short story task, and you need to come up with the first line for it.
Right, okay, so I came up with an idea. I've written it in an email.
Fantastic.
So I thought, it wasn't just the murder, he decided. Everything else seemed to have conspired to ruin his day as well, even the cat.
Fantastic.
The first line sets tone. I've always admired writers who could grab you by the throat with the first line and drag you into the story. I'm much more likely to be the kind of person who's more like, you know, when you're trying to lead the little children into your gingerbread house by just leaving a few Smarties in the pathway that they can follow. I will put down the Smarties. With the one that I've done for The Guardian, it feels a little bit funny. Cats are funny. Murders, if alluded to, if it's not a real person, if it's fictional death and it is alluded to casually, it may be funny, it may not. We may find out. It may get very dark because there is a murder. That's actually up to the giant creative hive mind. But right now, it feels fast, and we've got somebody in there. Something is happening to somebody.
So you've just now spread your word via the medium of Twitter, and next we're going to closet you in a studio to pick your brains about prose style.
Okay, oh, lovely little space. The science fiction community seems to be dominated by men and machines. I know you'll say there's a lot of women writing books, but you need women to read your books too. How can you make your books appealing to the other half of society? To which I'm basically going to say, somebody saying, what music were you listening to when you were writing Ocean at the End of the Lane? There is that moment where you suddenly realize that, I was actually compulsively listening while I was writing it to an album called Love at the Bottom of the Sea. And then I wrote a book called The Ocean at the End of the Lane, which would have been the ocean at the bottom of the lane, except that it didn't look right when I tried writing it down. I'm going, I probably got it from that. I hate those moments of the revelation. Curse you, people on Guardian web chat. Next question from somebody saying, is it okay to still be afraid of death? I'm going to write back and say, oh yes. Promised the beginning of a story, and people are just writing, and I kind of love that. The cat with its accusing eyes and stares, the cat that sat on his chest, its claws that always slightly dug in but seeming now to be going in deeper than ever. There's some lovely lines here. He looked down at the feline and tried his best to sound firm as he ordered her, let it go. The cat just stared right back and lazily pulled back her paw, the claws firmly planted in the hem of the man's trousers. It sat in the corner watching as if interested. He stared back, convinced that the cat was the only witness to the murder. But how do you interview a cat? The cat was the least of his worries, though. Just how was he supposed to move his own body out of the bathroom? I rather love. It's the magic of people simply doing it. I put up those lines within, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. People are posting wonderful paragraphs, some of them writing whole stories, some of the whole stories with twist endings. They're ridiculously good. You can forget how much creativity is out there, and you can forget how good people are. I think it's probably a good thing that I gave them a murder and a tone of voice to begin with, and the tone of voice is relatively funny and twisty, because everybody who seems to have grabbed it has gone relatively funny and twisty as well. And some of them have gone supernatural, and some of them have gone insane, and that's all kind of fun.